assume.
Everyone was completely drunk last night? I'm not so sure about that.
What are you saying?
I found these liquor bottles in the guest house, and some of them were filled with water.
Water?
At first, I thought it was mixed in during the whole mess of alcohol being brought to the party. But now that I think about it, it's possible that the culprit was just pretending to be drunk and drank water instead.
Wait a minute. I don't remember much because of my foggy memory. But are you saying that someone was just acting as if they were drunk?
If Hajime was acting drunk during the party, he knew we would cross him off the suspect list. There's more to it than just that.
I'm on the right track. Something I heard earlier further condone Hajime. That something is... I don't know! Shinji? Shinji's account?
Crap!
Ah, crap. Okay, no. Aesthetics, life jacket.
Shoot!
Damn it!
Crap!
Oh my god, I don't know. Okay, a life vest that attached to the bell tower that hook a lot. What Yuri's leg, rope tie, blah blah blah. I don't know.
Crap!
Okay, I'm just gonna keep like pressing random.
Crap!
Okay, let's pretend we didn't see that. Oh wait.
Got it!
Oh damn it! I'm sorry, Yuriko!
Do you remember what you told me earlier? You said Yuri left to go to the washroom before you all went back to the monocruise.
Yes, I did.
Didn't you also say that someone else left with Yuri at that time?
I forgot about Yuriko's account. I'm sorry, Yuriko!
You said you couldn't remember who that someone was, but do you think that person could have been Hajime?
Huh? Give me a second to think. Well,
Wait, I think I remember. That person told us to go ahead while he took Riri to the washroom. They told us they'd follow us back right after. They had blonde hair and bulky muscles. It was Mac!
Oh, Big Mac!
Yes, I believe it was. I wasn't paying much attention back then because I was under the influence. The thought that a murder would occur had hardly crossed my mind that night.
you both remember? Jeez, why can't I remember?
Because you've been ejected by the sleeping liquid.
Even the drunk people remember what happened. Why couldn't you, Yoriko? Because your brain has more air bubbles than last night's booze.
Oh, bitch!
I can't take note of everything while I'm completely absorbed in taking care of drunk people.
Damn. Like, Kanana's going hard on Yuriko.
Why are you being so harsh with me? Because your bad memory frustrates me. Had you remembered, we could have pinned down the culprit much faster than we did. But thanks to the testimonies from the others, I think we had got the culprit set in stone. Yuri must have been completely drunk. He couldn't even walk on his own. In fact, wouldn't he nearly be out cold, considering the fact that he didn't refuse help from a man like Hajime?
So Hajime lied about Yuri going to the washroom and left off with him, then never came back to the mono cruise.
What do you have to say, Hajime, Big Mac?
Considering Hajime as the culprit allows everything we've talked about so far to make perfect sense. Hajime, did you really murder Yuri?
Your argument is too soft!
Ah, damn it, Shinji!
Wait, Sora, please! Hajime's the culprit? That can't. Hajime has an alibi. Please, let me explain. I know fighting with words isn't my thing, but I'll have to do it to fight you, Sora. I have to do it for my friend.
I will pierce through your words with my whole gate, Shinji.
Hajime and I
Wait.
go jogging every morning.
Oh, no, shoot! No. Oh.
That's our routine, right after waking up. As always, waiting for him this morning. Like I said, while I was waiting I saw Yoruko leaving the mono cruise. Hajime did arrive a bit later than usual, but committing a murder in that small gap is impossible. He's a cool guy. When a man's gotta go, he's gotta go!
Was he using the bathroom?
Blame him for that.
I banned.
Shinji, don't you think the fact that he arrived late itself rouses suspicion? Hajime is pretty strict about time as far as I know. Even if what you said is true, something about his actions are strange.
Yes, they're certainly strict. But when the discovery announcement was made, Hajime was with us at the dining hall. If Hajime committed the murder at the bell tower, he wouldn't have returned in time to meet with us in the dining hall.
Shinji's argument has a solid alibi. If I can refute his point, Hajime won't have any more argument to defend himself.
Hajime and I go jogging every morning. That's our routine, right after waking up. As always, waiting for him this morning. Like I said, while I was waiting I saw Yoruko leaving the mono cruise.
Okay.
Hajime and I go jogging every morning. That's our routine, right after waking up. As always, waiting for him this morning. Like I said, while I was waiting I saw Yoruko leaving the mono cruise. Hajime did arrive a bit later than usual, but committing a murder in that small gap is impossible.
Damn it! No.
He's a cool guy. When a man's gotta go, he's gotta go. You can't blame him for that.
Oh, I banned.
Shinji, don't you think the fact that he arrived late itself rouses suspicion? Hajime is pretty strict about time as far as I know. Even if what you said is true, something about his actions are strange.
Yes, they're certainly strict. But when the discovery announcement was made, Hajime was with us at the dining hall. If Hajime committed the murder at the bell tower, he wouldn't have returned in time to meet with us.
I'll pierce through those words.
Oh, there we go. That's exactly what I need to shoot at.
Sorry, Shinji. Hajime actually could have easily made it back in time. The body discovery announcement was made sometime after Yuri's death.
What?
Of course. The announcement is only made when 3 or more people discover the body. There was no announcement when Sora and I saw Yuri's corpse. Monoko announced the discovery only after we ran to the top and met Yoriko, and she also saw the body.
So, did it go something like this? From Yuri's death to the body discovery announcement?
Wow, that voting time is taking very long.
The culprit had extra time to move around while Sora and Yuki climbed up the stairs.
As everyone who used the stairs during the investigation knows, it takes at least 5 minutes to get to the top. Of course, the culprit was able to quickly get down safely by jumping off the tower using his fulcrum mechanism. This is a small island. If you run fast enough from the bell tower to the Mono Cruise, wouldn't it be possible to meet with everyone else at the dining hall before the announcement?
Then...
Wait, but didn't Shinji say he went jogging with Hajime? Yuri died at 7:30 a.m. If they went jogging together right after the morning announcement, how did Hajime kill Yuri?
Because he used himself to jump off and make physics stuff with Yuri's body. Oh, that sounded wrong. I'm sorry. Physics. That's how.
Shinji and I briefly parted ways while jogging.
But that was just to get your girl card that you left at the guest house, right? And even that didn't take more than 10 minutes. Executing this whole murder plan in such a short time isn't possible.
There's one thing that keeps bothering me. Do we agree that the culprit attacked Yuko right after the door opened, and then they carried her to the top of the tower? If so, they attacked Yuko and moved her to the bell tower at 7 o'clock on the dime, returned to the monocruise and met with Shin, started jogging, parted with him, and went to the top of the tower again, checked that you and Rara were there, and murdered Riri by jumping off, dealt with the rope and the life vest, and then came back to the monocruise. All within such a short period of time?
Shinji, at what time did you meet with Hajime this morning?
Ooh.
Well,
Even if we say the culprit ambushed Yoriko at 7 a.m., 5 minutes to run to the tower, 5 minutes to rush up the stairs, 5 minutes to rush back down, 5 minutes back to the cruise.
My god! 5 minutes exactly, Shinji! Do a speed run, my dude.
There just wouldn't be enough time, even if Hajime buffed up his strength somehow.
Oh, there'd be enough time, alright. All you have to do is remove a step. And remove a step?
Oh, shoot.
Were the stairs the only way down? No. He could have slid down the rope. As if didn't he already adjust their rope length for that?
Ah, that makes sense.
But wasn't the rope that connected to the life vest also connected to Yuri's body? Yuri died at 7:30 a.m., but if he rode the rope at that time, he would have killed Yuri after jumping. That's still a problem. He just had to get rid of the rope's connection with Yuri. Hajime could have simply yanked out the hook from Yuri's calf while he was carrying Yoriko to the top. Ew. Not a lot of people wander outside in the morning. And Hajime would be the first person to enter the bell tower. Wouldn't everything be solved if we assume that he put it back into Yuri's leg?
That's right. There was another wound in Yuri's body. It must have been caused. That wound hazard was this one.
Got it! The mysterious stab wound on Yuri's right calf. Kanade's hypothesis would explain how that wound was created in the first place. Initially, the hook was in Yuri's right calf, but in order to save time after moving Yoriko to the top, the culprit used it as a mode of transportation.
In other words, the culprit took out the hook from his right calf to move down, then hooked it back into Riri's left calf when he returned?
After meeting with Shinji, the only thing left for him was to take his plan into action.
Okay, wait. I don't get it. Like, did he remove? What was the point of that? I don't get it. I have to watch this video again just to make sure. Like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
So when he saw Yuki and Sora making their way to the top of the bell tower, he jumped down to kill Yuri.
Wait, Rara. You said a while ago that the culprit used wires to slow the falling and cushion the impact. But if he used the rope before the murder like you just said, doesn't that mean there was nothing to cushion the impact?
Ah, that's true. The wires cutting Yuri's body would break the fall when the culprit killed him. But if he jumped with nothing but a small hook on the other side, there wouldn't be anything to slow him down.
Isn't this a bit problematic? I remember Miss Little Sis saying anyone who fell from that height would get their shoulders crushed.
No, it's not a problem this time. I know this sounds like I'm contradicting my own words, but unlike back then, we know for sure who the culprit is.
The culprit? Are you speaking of Hajime?
Earlier, I said anyone would end up with a shoulder injury because I didn't know who the culprit was. But Hajime is the ultimate boxer. Wouldn't he be able to withstand some degree of impact with his great physique?
I didn't know that. Well, no, I didn't know that boxers can, like, withstand, like, that much impact. But he is muscular, so I should have...
After all, no one cares more about their health than he does.
Exactly. Drink a little alcohol, will just... it's fine. It's not gonna be a big problem.
The life vest also
Bullshit.
would have absorbed some of the impact, right?
But doesn't that sound a bit unrealistic? And even if he could survive the fall, that doesn't explain why he would bother setting up those wires. Why waste time preparing a braking system when you can just endure the impact in the first place?
In your opinion,
Maybe to confuse
who
us?
amongst us would possess the fortitude necessary to pull off such a feat?
Huh? Well, based on pure muscle, I guess Hajime will beat Bro.
Do you see? The list of potential culprits has instantaneously been reduced to 2 individuals.
Hibiki's like, what? Yeah, Hibiki's me.
Oh, I get it. The fact that they were set up could be so the culprit could use their existence as an alibi. If there weren't any breaks, the second that jumping trick was revealed, our first question would obviously be, who could endure the impact?
Oh, Hajime.
Exactly. Of course, he also might have still needed a safety device to lessen the pain of the full impact. Regardless of whether or not Hajime ended up enduring the impact, it's a definitive truth that the culprit jumped twice from the top of the bell tower. And therefore our conclusion would also be correct. Perhaps we should also examine Hajime's shoulders and see if we find any other condemning evidence.
Yeah, the culprit would have had plenty of time at night to estimate the strength of the impact through experimentation.
Alright, strip him down.
If I
Strip him
may
down his jacket.
interject, Yuki stated that he received a message from Yuri asking for assistance, but the existence of this correspondence in itself is extremely suspicious. Yuri, with his acute misinjury, reaching out to another man on the verge of his own death, is it not unnatural?
Most certainly. Yuki even said that Yuri was delighted at the idea of being killed by a woman. It's definitely not the attitude of someone who would ask for help if such a thing had actually happened.
The message was probably sent to Yuki by Hajime. That way, he'd be able to make whoever witnessed the murder scene run up to the top of the tower to catch the culprit.
Now I see why he used a syringe with measurements on it to inject the anesthetic. It was to make sure that Yuri woke up the second Sora and I got to the tower.
Hold on, I'll be right back, guys. Alright, I'm back. Let's continue.
So, Jimmy was really thinking that far ahead when he planned the murder?
Hey! Why are you all so confident that Hajime's the culprit?
So the culprit set up wires not only to cushion the impact, but to confuse us and set up an alibi. And then he used the rope to move down. I'd say that theory checks out.
Damn, like, Hajime's smarter than he looks.
But why did he put the hook in Yuri's leg and then take it back out?
Exactly.
He could have gone down the tower with the rope first and then put it in his leg.
Could it be, perchance, that Miss Kabuya's interference threw a wrench into the culprit's machinations?
Through a wrench?
Allow me to explain my reasoning. Being unable to enter the monocruise once the slumbering hours occurred, the culprit was left with no option but to wait until morning. Therefore, it was crucial that they board the ship the moment the gates opened so they could play the part of the innocent. But Miss Kabuya stated that she exited the monocruise the instant the gates opened. Perhaps the two had a fateful encounter. Thus, the culprit had no choice but to ambush her in order to eliminate any possibility of her going to the bell tower. It would have completely jeopardized his carefully laid out plans, after all.
I agree with Mikado. If you think about it, jumping off the top of the bell tower like that without anything to cushion your fall is just insane. It would have been a risky gamble, even for Hajime. He wouldn't have done it unless he was forced to, due to some outside interference.
But, like, why did Ruko even go out that early in the morning? It makes her super suspicious, you know?
It was so that she could get anyone who she forgot.
I told you already. I just wanted to get a head start on my investigation.
Or that.
With everyone's morale being boosted from the party, I felt motivated to really give it my all. But the murder made the whole thing pointless, of course. Well, I think we finally put all the pieces together. Is there anything we're missing, Hajime?
Hey! Hajime, I still believe in you.
Oh my god.
Why are you just standing there? Tell them they're wrong!
Well, Hajime,
I admit, everything they've said seems to line up nicely. I'm not sure where to start.
There's only one room for one Hajime in this series, fan or not.
Maybe that's because you're guilty?
That's enough! Don't you believe in your friends at all?
You're all teaming up on me with weak, bullshit speculation. There's nothing else to say.
Oh, yeah? Alright, 10-minute shooting is about to begin. Which I have to, okay. Okay. Shoot down the opponent's final argument. The difficulty rises every time a third opponent's health is depleted. Trying to shoot down the true feelings shown the blackens damage. Alright, during the blacken you have to shoot the persistence. Decide the piece of evidence in order to disperse the opponent using irrational arguments to defend themselves. Before you can represent the evidence, you must break off a piece of the opponent's armor one by one, and also have to censor, possibly. The screen will display a total of 8 lines of the opponent's argument will appear. Move the cursor diagonally, press C to neutralize. The opponent's argument will have to lower their HP, which can be deduced by the color. Maximum HP is 5, and the arguments with HP of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 will be displayed. Red, purple, blue, yellow, represent. You cannot move the cursor at the empty space in the middle. Or, okay, which will decrease 1 by when you fire a bullet. You may reload by pressing shift. Okay. The true argument is true feelings. Okay, yeah, I've seen this before. Alright, let's do this. Hachime... Alright, let's do this. Bring it on, Hachime!
What a load of crap! You've got no proof! Why are you suspecting me?
It's over.
I refuse to believe this! You guys really falling for this shit? Your logic is bullshit! You've got no evidence!
Yes, we do!
What a load of crap! That ain't convincing!
I'm done for.
Why are you suspecting me? You guys really falling for this shit?
What's the point?
Your logic is bullshit! You've got no evidence! That ain't convincing! You guys really falling for this shit? I refuse to believe this!
What's the point?
You've got no proof! Why are you suspecting me? That ain't
because the evidence,
I refuse to believe this! You guys really falling for this shit? Logic is bullshit! You've got no evidence! What a load of crap!
It's over. I'm done for.
Why are you suspecting me? You guys really falling for this shit? I refuse to believe this! Your logic is bullshit! You've got no evidence!
It's over.
You guys really falling for this shit? I refuse to believe this! What a load of crap!
I'm not getting hit at all.
Why are you suspecting me? That ain't convincing! I refuse to believe this! You guys really falling for this shit?
There we go.
I refuse to believe this! Logic is bullshit! Why are you suspecting me? You guys really falling for this shit? No evidence. What a load of crap! Why are you suspecting me? Got no proof. That ain't convincing! I refuse to believe this! You've got no evidence. What a load of crap! That ain't convincing! I refuse to believe this! Logic is bullshit!
What's the point? I'm done for.
You've got no evidence. What a load of crap. Why are you suspecting me? Got no proof. That ain't convincing. I refuse to believe this. You've got no evidence. What a load of crap.
It's over.
I refuse to believe this. Logic is bullshit. Why are you suspecting me? You guys really falling for this shit? Got no evidence. What a load of crap. Why are you suspecting me? Got no proof. That ain't convincing. I refuse to believe this. You've got no evidence.
What's the point?
That ain't convincing. I refuse to believe this. Logic is bullshit. Why are you suspecting me? You guys really falling for this shit? Got no evidence. What a load of crap. Why are you suspecting?
Alright, there we go. Alright, come on.
You've got no proof. Why are you suspecting me? Convincing.
It's over. I'm done for.
I refuse to believe this! You've got no evidence! A load of crap! That ain't convincing! I refuse to believe this! You've got no evidence! Logic is bullshit! A load of crap! You've got no proof! You've got no evidence! Why are you suspecting me? I refuse to believe this! You've got no proof! Why are you suspecting me? That ain't convincing! Your logic is bullshit! You guys really falling for this shit? You've got no evidence! A load of crap! That ain't convincing! I refuse to believe this! You've got no evidence! Your logic is bullshit! A load of crap! You've got no evidence. Why are you suspecting me? I refuse to believe this. Got no proof. Why are you suspecting me? That ain't convincing.
There we go. This is it.
Tell me why the hell I'm suspicious.
What?
I'm done for.
Why are you suspecting me? That ain't convincing. Your logic is bullshit. You guys really falling for this shit? I refuse to believe this. You've got no evidence. What's the point? That ain't convincing. I refuse to believe this. You've got no evidence. Your logic is bullshit. A load of crap. You've got no proof. You've got no evidence. Why are you
Alright, here we go.
Tell me why the hell I'm suspicious.
Forgot? Are you kidding me?
You've got no proof. Why are you suspecting me? Your logic is bullshit. You guys really falling for this shit? I refuse to believe this. You've got no evidence. A load of crap. That ain't convincing. I refuse to believe this. You've got no evidence.
It's over.
A load of crap. Got no proof. You've got...
Alright.
Tell me why the hell I'm suspicious.
Hajime. Got him.
This is the end.
No! Stop it!
You screwed up, Hajime. Ugh.